Hi, my name is Amber. Thank you so much for being here. So today we're just going to do a pretty quick slow flow practice, just enough to get some energy flowing, get the juices going, and hopefully find a little bit of inspiration for whatever it is you have to do next. So please roll out your mat, grab a couple of blocks if you like to use them, maybe even a blanket for knee comfort, and please join me. So I'm going to start off in Sukhasana, or easy pose. As always, I just like to remind you that you don't have to sit this way. You can sit with your legs in front of you. You can come into a modified hero's pose with a little bit of support underneath your bottom. It is totally and completely up to you. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to stay in hero's pose now that I'm here. So once you find your desired starting seated position, go ahead and lengthen through the spine, lift through the crown of the head. You can turn the palms open on the thighs to receive in some beautiful energy, whatever it is that's coming your way. Relaxing the shoulders and softening the expression on the face. You might lift and lower the eyebrows a little bit just to kind of get that sense of space in between the eyebrows. So many of us kind of spend a lot of our time in deep concentration. I just recently found out that these lines are called the 11s, and I've had them for a very, very long time. So I'm very conscious of relaxing that space. So we soften the eyes and the cheeks, and perhaps you release the jaw just a little bit by relaxing the teeth away from each other, the upper and bottom teeth. Maybe taking a swallow. And then just letting the tongue relax where it is. And then just checking to make sure that you've got head over heart over pelvis, and we're not leaning forward and we're not leaning back, but we've got this nice centered position where we can breathe and really invite in a few deep breaths and exhales. Let's do 2 more. Deep breath in, deep release. Soften the shoulders. 1 more time, big breath in. And deep release. Good. And I'll just allow you a few moments of silence here just to kind of notice and what's going on in the body and in the mind. And maybe just reflect for a few moments. And ask yourself, what is it that I need in my practice today? And just allow the answer to come. Sometimes when I'm waiting for an answer, I hear one and I'll argue with it. It's ridiculous, I know. But the first thing that comes to your mind is usually what we need. And then when the answer comes to you, bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra. You can rest your thumb on your chest, fingertips towards your chin. You might press your elbows out, sensing a little pressure in between the palms. And set an intention for our practice together today, if it calls to you. And then once that intention is set, I invite you to Open the eyes if they're closed. And we're going to bring our hands into goalpost arms or goddess arms, elbows reaching away from the shoulders, a little tuck in the belly. And we're going to take an inhale and elbows are going to come back. You're going to hug shoulder blades down to spine. And then as we exhale, let those forearms and elbows move together. They don't have to touch. And then inhale, open, hugging shoulder blades back. And maybe this time you gaze at the ceiling. And then exhale, and then maybe this time chin drops to chest. Inhale, open heart. And exhale, this time maybe you round through the spine just a little. See how it feels. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Let's go one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Forearms, elbows towards one another, chin to chest, maybe rounding in the spine. And inhale, fingertips to the sky. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Open up the palms so there's a little bit of space in between. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Connect again to that spine so the tailbone relaxes back. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, right hand to the ground. Reach with the left hand, keeping the left hip on the ground. Big inhale up, right hand reaches to meet the left, or making the beach ball, or holding the beach ball. And then exhaling, left hand down, right hand reaches to the left. Here we go again. Left hand reaches up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Stretch it to the right. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left hand down, reach to the left. You got it. And then breathe it up. Both hands reach to the sky. Take the gaze to the fingertips. Let a smile come to play on the lips. Breathing in deeply. And exhale, release the hands, the wrists, rotating the wrist down to the side. So good. And let's rotate, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. Being careful we're not dropping the ears to the shoulder. 3 times forward and back. And then go ahead and switch. And then we're going to play around just a little bit by bringing the fingertips to the shoulders. And we're going to swim. Like we have stubby little arms. Get lots of rotation. You can kind of get the upper back into it as well. And then switch directions. Really opening up the upper spine. This is a great stretch to do in the morning too, or just kind of rotating, finding some movement. All right, shake it off. Shake off any stale energy we've got stored in our arms and our fingers and our upper body. Breathe in. Let it go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and shift and move into our tabletop position. Bring those blocks to the front of the mat if you'd like to use them, just in case. And we're going to bring the wrists underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. And I invite you to engage in a little side-to-side movement here. A little organic play. And then coming back to center, let's just do 3 cat-cows. So breathing in deeply, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, letting those sits bones spread away from one another as the hips raise. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, dropping chin down, relaxing the head, pressing through the palms, powering up through the arms. And then inhale. Last time. I lied. Sorry, that was only one. So this is 2. And this will be our last time. Breathing in and dropping the belly down. And exhale, rounding through the spine. And as you hold that rounding of the spine, drop the hips back. Reach forward with those fingertips and find yourself a nice little child's pose here. And I invite you to tent your fingers. And this can give us a deeper stretch through our side body, through the armpits, even kind of waking up the fingers and the wrists a little bit. And just breathe. And see if you can find your spine in your breath. As you breathe in, feel those muscles along the back spread away from one another. And then as you exhale, feel them soften. One more breath here. And exhale, palms to the mat. Draw yourself up and forward into baby cobra. You might have to shift a little bit through the legs. Might feel a little awkward at first. Palms by your chest and breathing in and up, baby cobra. Hugging shoulders to spine, relaxing the belly and pressing pubic bone down and connecting to your glute muscles. And then exhale, release the forehead down. Blocks are in the way. Take another deep breath in, baby cobra. And exhale, release. Last time, breathing in and up. Stretching the belly and softening as you come down. Let's turn our toes under, pressing into a plank. And shifting into downward facing dog. Go ahead and set yourself up in down dog. Soften the shoulders so they rotate kind of down in an external rotation. Hugging low belly to spine, lifting the hips, stretching through the calves and the hamstrings by walking your dog. Heel to the ground, bending each knee. And then getting into your toes, a little stretch in the feet. Beautiful. And we're going to drop the left ankle. We're going to inhale, right leg high. And exhale, right leg forward. Find your low lunge here. Let's take an inhale, breathing in and up. Just taking a quick check, looking down, making sure you can see your toes, knees not dropping to either side, but we are directly above our ankle. And softening those shoulders. And the back leg, let's drop the knee in. And then exhale, dropping the heel out. Let's do that 2 more times, breathing in. So we're getting a nice little quad stretch here. And then exhale, stretch through that heel. 1 more time, breathing in. And exhale, dropping that heel. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to drop the hands down and forward, and we're going to take a little step and move into our warrior 3. Relaxing the hips so they're directly across from one another, stretching those arms out. If you need, you can use a block here. We're just going to stay for 2 more breaths, connecting to the spine with the low belly. Perfect. Take a nice deep inhale, draw that left leg forward, right arms come in, and we come into standing. We find our mountain pose, tall and strong. Big breath in. Big breath in, hands to the sky. Palms together, and as you exhale, sweep them down through midline as we come back into a forward fold, or into a forward fold. I guess we haven't been here yet. So finding your forward fold, pressing into all four corners of the feet, and take an inhale, find your flat back. Lengthening from the crown to the hips, and then exhaling, floating down. So we're going to go ahead and step the right foot back. We're going to step our left foot back. We're going to come into plank. We're going to hang here for just a count of 5. Hugging the ribs towards the midline, hugging the low belly in, strong in the arms. And then take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to float into downward facing dog. We're not going to be here long. Just stretching up through the hips, hugging that low belly in, making that connection from the palms of the hands all the way to the hips, all the way to the heels. Let's anchor down, right foot this time. Breathe the left leg in and up. And exhale, bring it forward. Make your way into your high lunge. Big breath in. Soften those shoulders back. Just take a quick peek down, making sure you can see your toes. Want to protect that knee. And then when you're ready, let's breathe in, dropping that back knee in. And exhale, heel reaches to the floor. Inhale, dropping that knee in. And exhale, heel to the floor. One more time. And exhale, stretch out that leg. Big breath in. Sweep those arms down and forward, using that kind of as a little pull and drawing that right foot up, finding your warrior 3. And find your breath strong, so strong in that left leg. One more breath here. And as we inhale the next breath, we're going to pull the right leg in, draw the arms in, and find your mountain pose. Find your breath. Relax the legs. Soften the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, fingertips to the sky. Bring those palms together. Exhale, float it down. Forward fold. Release the neck. Take a breath in, palms to the calves. Find your flat back. Exhale, release it down. Pressing the soles of the feet into the ground. Let your weight move into your heels. We're going to take an inhale, come into chair. So we relax the tailbone down here. Shoulders are relaxed. We connect to our belly. Hands can be reaching towards the sky. They can be in front. We're going to take an inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to bring palms together and slide into a little twist here. So left elbow to right thigh. Pressing the palms together, elbows reach or stretch apart from one another. And we breathe. On your next inhale, you're going to come out. And exhale to opposite side. Right elbow, left thigh. Take an inhale, breathe the hands forward and stand up. Reach it up, find a gentle back bend here. And exhale, forward fold. Flat back. Soften on the exhale. Bend into those knees. Let's make our way down onto the mat. And we're going to come into a seated position. We're going to bring our hands down to the mat. Nice tall spine here. And we're just going to take a few breaths. And if you'd like, you can draw yourself down towards the floor a little closer. You can set a block underneath your forearms if you'd like. Relaxing the neck. And we're going to take one more breath. And then draw yourself into head over heart. If your legs are crossed, we're just going to simply switch. Bring those hands down to the mat again. Notice this side might feel a little different than the other. No judgment. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come down a little bit closer to the ground or all the way down. Depending on your flexibility and how you're feeling at this moment, just honor yourself. Two more breaths here. And then go ahead and draw yourself up, head over heart. I'm going to switch my legs again, a little bit more comfortable for me to sit this side. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a blanket, pop it underneath my hips. And then just come to a resting pose. Coming full circle back to where we began. And I invite you just to take a few precious moments of stillness. Maybe finding gratitude for the opportunity for some movement today, a little breath and movement connection, breath, body, and mind. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be away from the things in our life that can sometimes feel overwhelming. And just grateful for our breath. We can come back to our breath anytime. We don't have to be on our yoga mat to take a few breaths and connect. And know that all is well with the world. Draw your hands together in Anjali Mudra in honor of your practice today. Thank you so very much for showing up for yourself and for me as well. From my home to yours, Namaste.